Starting a statement, and then we will get into some questions. Go ahead.
Thought we, as a team, we played an outstanding game defensively, but really it started with the pitching with Conor Nolan tonight, just filling up the zone. Seemed to have really good stuff, even on a short week, one day less than normal. He'll get back on track for next week's game, since we play next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But a lot of timely hits, kind of chipping away. We almost broke through in the fourth with a really big inning, but we did get Barco's pitch count up, and obviously it affected him later in the game, where we took advantage of that and got him out of the game, and then finally put together a really good inning there in the ninth with I think 3 hits in a row, and maybe more than that. So it was just all around outstanding game. We did what we needed to do, and that's come in here and win. Game one, give us a chance, to get off to a really good start in this series. Obviously, we got off to a really good start in this series, and just looking forward to getting back out there again tomorrow night.
Bob, want to go ahead?
Sure. Hey, Dave. Conor was pitching on a day's short rest, and I guess the last 2 games, 14 innings, 1 run, no walks, I think 13 Ks. Just what have you thought of his start tonight on short rest, and then just his back-to-back start against, pretty good teams?
Well, I said it earlier, it's just doing an outstanding job of throwing strikes and using both sides of the plate and pitching backwards. And, he had them looking early. They were looking hard. They got soft, and I think he kind of flipped it on them a little bit towards the end and kept them a little confused. And I think he knows he's got a really good defense behind him, and he just, when he needs to throw a strike, he throws one. And his stuff's been outstanding all year.
And then Barco, he looked unhittable those first 3 innings, and you guys, got a run without getting the ball out of the infield. Looked like he got pretty frustrated, was yelling at the ump, I think. And just, how big was that to just, manufacture that run like you did to get ahead in the fourth?
Well, I think it was big to get the lead. I thought what was really good about it is Conor went out and got him out real quick at the bottom of the fourth. Didn't really give him much. We were back in the dugout again, and we punched in another run. And you could tell that Hunter Barco was frustrated, and but the zone was what it was. He kept it the same. It was the same all night, and there were a few pitches that he wished he would have gotten. I think Conor threw some that he thought he had, but he kept his cool, kept pitching, and paid off.
Yeah, I might have another one later. Thanks, Dave.
Okay.
Andrew?
Hey, Coach, obviously Conor doesn't actually pitch against Hunter Barco, but he obviously knew what he was going up against, that he was going up against one of the best pitchers in the country. Do you think that kind of fires a pitcher like Conor up to kind of like bring his best stuff because he's going up against a tough lefty like that?
Of course it does. If you're a competitor, you know who's going to be on the mound for the other team, and Conor's the best competitor it gets. So I think Conor was fired up. I think our offense was excited about the challenge, and I thought they all stepped it up.
And also, speaking of Barco, it was obvious on the telecast. I don't know if y'all could tell from the dugout, but he had some choice words a few times. Was pretty fired up and was kind of chirping back and forth a little bit. I just wondered if y'all noticed that, or if y'all kind of were, hearing some things that were going on, or could tell he was fired up at least.
Yeah, there was one time we read his lips pretty good. So, but we're just trying to do our thing, and we knew we were one big hit away there in that inning from scoring 3 or 4 runs, and you got to give him credit. He got out of the inning. We never really got that super big hit against him, but we did get his pitch count up big time, because the first inning he didn't throw very many. First 2 innings he threw very many pitches, and then all of a sudden you look up, he's got 80. I think after 4, somewhere in there, maybe 5, and we knew his time out there was running out. And then you could kind of tell he ran out of gas there. And, I think maybe the 6th.
All right, Bob. Back.
Dave, you guys are beating the Florida 6 in a row, going back to 2018. I figure out in 4 different cities, so it doesn't seem to matter where you play them. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. They have such a good program and they're so well coached. They have a lot of talent. We've had some pretty good teams those years. So you never know how it's going to go. But we played well tonight. That's my main concern. And now we enjoy this for a little while. Then we have to move on to Friday's game.
I think I got this right. They got the tying run up in the 8th, and Vermillion got out of that, and then you guys just hammered them in the 9th. I mean, how big was that by Vermillion to get out of that jam with 2 guys on, and then you obviously got a nice big cushion there in the 9th.
That was big. I mean, I think they got a leadoff hit, and then he got an out, maybe another out, and then a walk, and all of a sudden you look up, I don't know, something like that. You look up, and they got the tying run at the plate, and he got ahead of him, then he got him to pop up. So that was big and gave us a chance to, to come in and see if we could score a run or two. And obviously back-to-back home runs, all of a sudden we're up 5 and we got a couple more hits. Shoot, we might have got 4 or 5 hits in a row. I don't know. It's hard to do. And took a lot of pressure off our pitching staff and the coaching staff actually, so we could, just leave Zeb out there and let him go, maybe let him go to 35 pitches, and we still might have a shot at getting him back in a couple of days.
And then Smith's going tomorrow, obviously, and you guys you'll have a chance to win your 14th straight SEC series. What are your feelings about tomorrow's game?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be it'll be a good one. I think that again, we've gone on the road and won the Friday night game, and so if we can get over the hump, win the first game, and so we can get over the hump and win the second game. They have a really good team. It's going to be a battle the next 2 days.
Thanks. I see Nate's got his hand up. Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, Nate, last one for coach here, please.
Yeah, I think you'll pretty well answer it, but just psychologically, what does it do for the team to beat their ace or really beat maybe the best pitcher in the league?
Well, I think it just gives you confidence knowing that you can beat a really good left-handed pitcher, especially at his own ballpark. It should help us going forward. It's definitely going to help our confidence, no doubt about it.
Thank you.
All right, coach, thanks for your time.
Okay.